Some personalities have a natural pull that people feel the moment they meet them. Something about their presence makes people pause, look again, and want to understand them more. For many, the INFJ personality creates this kind of magnetic effect. People may not know why they feel drawn to them, but they sense something quiet, deep, and meaningful in the way an INFJ shows up in the world. The pull is not loud or dramatic. It is gentle, calming, and steady. It feels like being seen without having to explain anything. INFJs are known for their rare combination of intuition, empathy, and quiet confidence. They are not the kind of people who walk into a room and demand attention. Instead, they have a grounded calm that makes others feel comfortable around them. They can sense what people need, often before a word is spoken. They listen with real interest, notice emotional shifts, and give space for others to express who they truly are. Many people have never met someone who pays attention like that, so the experience can feel powerful. The pull toward INFJs is not based on appearance or charisma alone. It comes from their way of connecting. They move through conversations with depth and warmth, making others feel like their thoughts and feelings matter. Their personality often reflects a mixture of stillness and intensity. There is a quiet side of them that seems peaceful and hard to disrupt, and there is a thoughtful side that feels wise and emotionally sensitive. This balance can be fascinating to people who are used to shallow or rushed interactions. Another part of this pull comes from the sense of mystery around INFJs. They do not reveal everything at once. They open up slowly, and only with people they trust. This creates a sense of curiosity. People want to know what is behind the calm surface. They want to understand what the INFJ thinks about, how they see the world, and what makes them so different. The more time someone spends near an INFJ, the stronger this curiosity becomes. For many, the attraction is emotional rather than physical. It is the feeling of being acknowledged and understood. When an INFJ listens, they listen with their full attention. When they speak, their words have thought and intention behind them. They bring meaning into conversations and offer a kind of emotional presence that many people rarely experience. This makes them feel trustworthy, safe, and grounding. In this video, we explore why people feel such a strong pull toward INFJs. These reasons help explain why they stand out in ways that are difficult to describe but easy to feel. This is not about mystery alone or kindness alone. It is about the unique mix of traits that creates a powerful emotional and psychological attraction. Each reason reveals how INFJs influence people without trying, simply by being who they are. Reason number 1. INFJs radiate quiet authenticity and depth. Authenticity is one of the strongest qualities INFJs carry, and people feel it right away. Many personalities try to impress others by acting a certain way, hiding their weaknesses, or showing only the best version of themselves. INFJs do not do this. They show up as they are, honest, reflective, and calm. People sense that they are genuine, and this sets them apart in a world filled with masks, noise, and surface-level interactions. Their authenticity is quiet. They do not brag about their strengths or advertise their beliefs. They simply live them. This kind of natural sincerity draws people in because it feels trustworthy. When someone spends time around an INFJ, they feel like the INFJ is not pretending. This opens the door for real connection, because authenticity invites authenticity. It encourages others to let their guard down. INFJs also have an inner depth that people notice even before they understand it. They think about life in a meaningful way. They reflect on human behavior, emotions, and the purpose behind choices. They have an inner world filled with ideas, intuition, and insight. This depth shows through in their voice, their questions, and the way they respond to others. Without trying, they make people feel like they are stepping into something more profound than ordinary conversation. Depth is rare, and people recognize it instinctively. When they talk to an INFJ, they often feel understood on a level they did not expect. The INFJ pays attention to what is said and what is not said. They read between the lines. Their curiosity about people is not superficial. They want to know what someone values, what they dream about, what they fear, and what they hope for. Because they approach people with this intention, others feel important and appreciated. Their calm nature also adds to this attraction. INFJs do not need to dominate conversations or compete for attention. Their presence is steady, gentle, and thoughtful. This calmness feels grounding, especially to people who live in fast-paced or chaotic environments. Being around an INFJ can feel like stepping into a quiet room where everything finally slows down. That peace is something people naturally move toward. Another reason this quiet authenticity is attractive is that INFJs connect their words with their actions. They try to live by their values, whether those values involve kindness, loyalty, fairness, or understanding. When they care deeply. When they commit, they follow through. Many people have experienced broken promises or superficial affection. The INFJ's consistency stands out as something rare. The depth and honesty of an INFJ can also inspire others. When someone speaks with them, they may begin to think more deeply about themselves. They may feel encouraged to be more honest, more reflective, or more open. They may feel safe exploring parts of themselves they usually hide. The INFJ does not push or demand this. Their quiet way of living simply creates space for honesty and depth to grow. This combination of authenticity, depth, and calm creates a strong emotional pull. People sense that being around an INFJ is different, meaningful, and safe. It feels like a chance to step out of the noise of everyday life and experience something real. This alone makes INFJs unforgettable to many who meet them. Reason number 2. INFJs listen and understand in a way others often don't. One of the strongest forces behind the pull people feel toward INFJs is their way of listening. They do not listen with the intention to reply quickly. They listen to understand. When someone is talking to an INFJ, they often feel like the INFJ is fully present. They make eye contact, stay quiet, and let the other person express themselves without interruption. This kind of attentive listening is uncommon, and it makes people feel valued. INFJs are intuitive listeners. They hear emotions behind the words. They notice small details such as tone, hesitation, or tension. They sense when someone is unsure, overwhelmed, or hiding something. Instead of judging, they respond with empathy. They show that they care, not by taking over the conversation, but by making space for the other person to be honest. Because of this sensitivity, many people feel understood by INFJs in a way they rarely feel with anyone else. They may share things they normally keep private. They may feel like the INFJ gets them without long explanations. This creates a sense of emotional safety. When someone feels safe, they feel connected, and that connection becomes the pull. This ability to understand does not come from guessing. It comes from the way INFJs observe patterns and emotional truths. They notice how people behave, what affects them, what inspires them, and what hurts them. Their insight allows them to respond with compassion and clarity. Even simple conversations feel deeper because the INFJ brings a sense of understanding that goes beyond the surface. Another reason people feel drawn to INFJs is that they do not judge quickly. They make room for flaws, confusion, and mistakes. They listen with patience and try to understand the root of someone's behavior. This makes people feel accepted. Acceptance is powerful. When someone senses they can be themselves around an INFJ, they naturally want to stay close. INFJs also have a calming presence when someone is emotional or stressed. They know how to give comfort without being overwhelming. They can sit in silence without making it awkward. They can say a few gentle words that help someone feel less alone. Their empathy works as a soft anchor for people who need stability. Many people feel seen for the first time when they meet an INFJ. Not seen in the sense of being watched, but seen in the sense of being understood. This experience can create a deep emotional bond, even if the person does not fully understand why they feel it. They simply know they feel better, clearer, and more supported when an INFJ is there. This natural ability to understand and listen makes INFJs feel like emotional safe zones. People step toward them without realizing it, searching for the empathy, care, and presence they offer so naturally. This is one of the strongest forces behind the strange pull people feel toward the INFJ personality. Reason number 3. Their mixture of idealism and compassion inspires others. INFJs carry a rare blend of idealism and compassion that many people find uplifting. They are not simply kind, and they are not simply thoughtful. Their kindness is connected to a deep belief in what people can become. They see potential in others, even when those people cannot see it in themselves. This creates a warm and inspiring presence that people gravitate toward. Their idealism is not loud or unrealistic. It is grounded in empathy. INFJs want to make life better for others, and their actions often reflect real care. Whether they encourage someone, listen to their struggles, or offer thoughtful advice, they do these things with genuine intention. People can sense that their help is sincere, not transactional. This sincerity feels rare and comforting, which increases the attraction others feel toward them. INFJs also hold strong values. They care about fairness, honesty, and integrity. People who spend time with them notice that they try to live according to these values. This can be inspiring, especially to those who often feel surrounded by inconsistency or shallow behavior. An INFJ does not push their ideals on anyone. They simply live in a way that reflects their beliefs, and others feel drawn to that grounding sense of purpose. Their compassion strengthens this pull even more. INFJs feel deeply for others and often want to ease their burdens. They are the type of people who remember how someone feels, offer support without being asked, and sense when someone needs reassurance. Because they are naturally attentive to emotional needs, people feel cared for when they are around an INFJ. This care builds trust and admiration. Another reason this mixture is magnetic is that INFJs do not use their compassion to gain attention. They are not trying to be heroes or saviors. Their actions come from a quiet desire to help. They may volunteer their time, support a friend in crisis, or stand up for someone who feels unheard. These behaviors leave a lasting impression. Anyone who experiences this kind of sincere support naturally feels pulled toward them. INFJs also inspire others through their ability to see meaning in difficult experiences. They help people understand their emotions, find hope in challenges, and grow through hardship. Their optimistic, yet realistic view of life encourages people to reflect and improve. This makes the INFJ feel like a guide, even though they do not claim that role. Their mixture of compassion and idealism creates an atmosphere of emotional safety and hope. People feel lighter and more motivated after talking with them. They feel encouraged to be better and to pursue goals they once hesitated to chase. This effect stays long after the conversation ends, creating a powerful emotional draw that keeps people coming back. Reason number 4. INFJs, balance, mystery, and vulnerability. They unfold slowly. Another strong reason people feel pulled toward INFJs is the way they reveal themselves. They do not show all their thoughts or feelings at once. Instead, they open up slowly, layer by layer, as trust builds. This creates a sense of mystery that many people find captivating. There is always something more to learn about an INFJ, and this curiosity becomes part of the attraction. Their mystery is not intentional. It comes from their private nature. INFJs guard their inner world carefully. They think deeply and feel deeply, but they do not share those inner experiences with just anyone. When someone gets close enough to see parts of that inner world, it feels meaningful. It shows that the INFJ trusts them. This makes people feel special, which increases the emotional pull. At the same time, INFJs are not distant or unreachable. They have a gentle vulnerability that appears in small moments. They may share a personal insight, reveal a quiet fear, or express a dream they rarely talk about. These moments of openness are sincere and soft. They give people a glimpse into the INFJ's true self, and because these glimpses are rare, they become memorable. This balance between mystery and vulnerability creates a strong emotional dynamic. People feel drawn to explore the INFJ's depth, but they also feel honored when the INFJ opens up. The relationship becomes meaningful on both sides. This dynamic is powerful because it creates both interest and connection. The INFJ becomes someone others want to understand, but also someone they feel safe with. Their slow unfolding also makes relationships with them feel more authentic. People can sense that the INFJ is not pretending or rushing intimacy. They take their time because they care about real connection. This careful pace makes others trust them more, because it shows the INFJ values emotional honesty over superficial closeness. Another part of this attraction is that INFJs often notice things about people that others miss. They may remember small details, pick up on hidden feelings, or understand someone's behavior before that person explains it. This insight feels almost magical to some people, and the mystery behind it becomes part of the draw. The result is a personality that feels deep, intriguing, and emotionally safe. People want to know more about them, but they also want to protect them. This combination of curiosity and care forms a strong bond. It is one of the key reasons people feel a powerful pull toward INFJs, even when they do not fully understand why. Reason number 5, INFJs offer a unique kind of stability, empathy, loyalty, and quiet strength. INFJs offer a form of stability that many people search for but rarely find. It is not a stability that comes from control or strict structure. It comes from emotional steadiness. Their empathy, loyalty, and inner strength create a calm environment where people feel supported and safe. Their empathy plays a big role in this. INFJs understand feelings quickly and often know how to ease emotional tension. They stay calm in stressful situations and help others feel grounded. Their presence alone can slow down fear, confusion, or frustration. People who struggle with emotional chaos often find peace around an INFJ. This peaceful impact forms an instant pull. Their loyalty strengthens the sense of stability. When INFJs care, they care deeply. They stand by the people they trust, support their dreams, and show consistency in how they treat others. This reliability is powerful. Many people are used to relationships that shift quickly or disappear without explanation. The INFJ's steady loyalty feels like a safe foundation. People feel valued and appreciated, which makes them want to stay close. Their quiet strength is another source of attraction. INFJs may seem gentle, but they have a strong inner core. They can endure emotional challenges, support others during difficult times, and think clearly, even when overwhelmed. They often show strength without raising their voice. Their calm courage is subtle but impactful. It makes people feel protected, even when the INFJ does not intend to create that effect. This strength also shows in their ability to handle deep emotions. They can sit with someone's pain without running away. They can listen to fears, anger, or sadness without shutting down. This emotional stability gives others permission to express themselves honestly, which builds trust and connection. Another reason people feel this pull is that INFJs create a feeling of emotional shelter. They do not judge quickly. They do not expose someone's weaknesses. They respond with understanding, patience, and care. People feel safe being themselves. They feel seen in a gentle, accepting way. This experience is rare, and once someone feels it, they naturally want to be around the INFJ more often. All these qualities together make INFJs feel grounding, comforting, and trustworthy. People sense that an INFJ can be a stable part of their life. They feel emotionally lighter, calmer, and more secure when an INFJ is present. This unique combination creates a strong pull that many cannot explain but immediately recognize. Reason number 6, their insight unlocks emotional and intellectual resonance. One of the strongest reasons people feel drawn toward INFJs is the way they understand things on a deeper level. They can see beneath the surface of conversations and notice details that others overlook. Their insight is not only emotional but also intellectual. They read patterns, sense hidden motives, and understand the meaning behind actions and words. This ability creates a powerful connection because people feel understood in ways they rarely experience. INFJs have a natural ability to recognize the emotions someone carries, even when that person is trying to hide them. They can sense sadness behind a smile, worry behind a calm expression, or confusion behind confident words. When they notice these layers, they respond with clarity and empathy. This makes people feel seen without having to explain their entire inner world. Their insight often brings clarity to situations that feel confusing or heavy. If someone is struggling with a decision, an INFJ can help them understand their own feelings and motivations. They can see patterns in relationships, choices, and behavior that others do not notice. Their perspective often feels like a fresh breath of truth. Many people feel drawn to this because it helps them understand themselves better. The resonance they create is not one-sided. INFJs connect emotionally and intellectually at the same time. They can have deep conversations about hopes, fears, beliefs, and the meaning behind life experiences. They prefer discussions that go beyond surface topics. This makes others feel like they are sharing something important rather than exchanging empty words. The INFJ's ability to connect mind and heart creates an unforgettable pull. Their insight also makes them trustworthy. When they understand someone deeply, they do not use that knowledge against them. They value emotional truth and they treat it with care. This builds trust quickly because people feel safe revealing their real thoughts and feelings. The more a person trusts an INFJ, the stronger the bond becomes. INFJs also encourage growth through their insight. They help others see what they can become. They support dreams, motivate positive changes, and encourage people to step into a better version of themselves. This influence is gentle but powerful. People feel uplifted, inspired, and motivated after talking with an INFJ. That emotional impact is a major reason people keep returning to them. All these qualities create a deep resonance that is hard to find elsewhere. It feels like the INFJ understands not only the person in front of them, but also the larger patterns shaping their life. This ability to bring clarity, encouragement, and emotional truth creates a connection that feels rare and meaningful. That connection becomes one of the strongest reasons people feel a lasting pull toward the INFJ personality. The pull people feel toward INFJs is not a mystery once their qualities are understood. Their authenticity, empathy, depth, loyalty, and insight create an emotional experience that many people hardly find anywhere else. Being around them feels meaningful, calming, and inspiring. They offer a rare kind of connection that blends understanding, support, and truth. For those who meet them, this pull becomes something unforgettable. If you are an INFJ, know that your presence has value. Your way of listening, caring, and understanding makes a real difference in the lives of others. And if you feel drawn to an INFJ, you are experiencing the unique impact of a personality that blends depth warmth, and insight in a way few others can.